If you find yourself in a situation where you're looking at a web page, maybe a site of sorts, and you see and it feels like components are sort of on top of each other like this, and it doesn't let you click on the component because they're overlapping each other, one really weird but effective way you can do this is you can forcefully remove that component from the page. So the way you do that is you're definitely going to need Chrome browser. So you're going to need Google Chrome. You're going to right-click. You're going to try to hover over the component that you want to get rid of. So for example, I want to get rid of the feedback button. So I'm going to put my mouse right over it, right-click, and then I'm going to click on where it says Inspect. This is going to open the console or the Elements developer box on the right-hand side. And what's interesting about this is as I put my mouse over any of these lines, you see that it highlights which of these lines of code affect the component that you want to get rid of. So for example, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see these components are still sort of on top of each other. I'll zoom in and zoom out, okay, because all that stuff can be affected based on how much you zoom in and zoom out in some cases. But again, it's this feedback button that we want to get rid of, right? So I'm gonna move up and down right here on the code until I find the code that feels like it's encompassing that entire component. And it seems like this is it right here, okay? And then all the way up to here. So this right here, what you see, this group of code is the one that's taking over that field. So all I have to do is right-click and click on delete. So delete element. Just click on delete and it gets rid of the element. Now, this is not a permanent change. So if I click on refresh on this page, it will come right back. It's just for this specific session. But for example, there was these two buttons that I wanted to access that the feedback button wasn't letting me get to it. But again, don't stress out. If I click on refresh, you're going to see the stuff comes back again the way it was supposed to, okay? So it's just a temporary situation where you can get rid of a particular component inside of a web page using Google Chrome browser.